What is going on, everybody? You can call me Kennerz, and welcome to another episode of Newbies series where I talk about new music that's coming out. For this particular video, we are going to be taking a look at Unlike Pluto's new single, Glow in the Dark, or I guess I should say UPxMT's debut single, Glow in the Dark. So normally with these videos, I like to talk about the melody first and then talk about the lyrics after, but I feel like this time it's necessary to do a good old switcheroo. So Unlike Pluto tends to put the meaning of songs in the descriptions of his videos, so I went there to see exactly what this song was about, and I learned that this is actually the start of a brand new chapter for Unlike Pluto and the vocalist Mike Taylor. 7 years ago, they released a song called Everything Black. I listened to the song around that time, and I have loved it ever since. It is my favorite Unlike Pluto song, so if you guys want another really good song to go listen to, I will put the link somewhere in the description, and you guys can go check it out. It's an incredible song. Also, sorry if you're hearing weird noises. It's windy outside and the tree is apparently trying to hit my window. So due to the success of their last collab and just how much fun they have working together in general, they decided to create a new duo called UPxMT, or Unlike Pluto and Mike Taylor. They did a phenomenal job on Everything Black, like I mentioned before. It's my favorite song by Unlike Pluto. I think they did a phenomenal job on Glow in the Dark, and I'm genuinely excited to see what else they come up with as this new duo. So knowing this is the start of a new chapter for them, I think this idea of just starting a new chapter in your life is conveyed pretty interesting in the lyrics, because the lyrics to me, like I just said, convey this message of just starting something new. I think there's a certain feeling of hope. I think there's certain feeling of unification, and I think in some ways they just kind of describe a musician's life and maybe even the community that comes with it. Along with those feelings, I think the song in general also just kind of brings a certain sense of like, hey, here we are. I think these feelings of unification and them just being like, hey, here we are, can kind of really be reflected best, in my opinion, in the chorus. And it says, "We are stars up in the sky, in the dark hour we become the light, my neon-stained heart, watch it glow in the dark, glow in the dark." So with that idea of light and shining brightly and stuff, just like I think with it being a we are instead of I am, just a unification thing. And one thing I found interesting, like I mentioned before, with them kind of, I think, describing pieces of a musician's life and community and stuff, I got that idea from the first two lines in the song, which says, "We only come alive in the nighttime like fireflies, they only see us in the moonlight." Concerts typically go on in the evening, and that's where everybody can come together and have a good time and stuff. So that's kind of where that idea came from. And actually, I think it's kind of more interestingly described as I keep looking at some of the lyrics, because the next two lines after that are, "Deep in the void, I cannot lie, I love the shadow life, fresh out the tomb, howl at the moon, once in a lightning strike." I think that describes how, like, in music, people are lucky if they get some success with it, so I think that's where that once in a lightning strike kind of comes from. But like I said, I think it has certain feelings of hope, unification, and can describe a musician's life in some interesting ways with how they tend to perform at night with the concerts and stuff. A lot of them probably just work on their music at night in general, and how not everybody, as much as we want to be, as much as some people might work hard, not everybody unfortunately gets to be successful in this particular industry. So moving on from the lyrics, the melody of it, I think, along with the lyrics conveying some sort of like hope, I think the melody does a good job of that in its own way. It has a certain funk or grooviness to it. It's very upbeat and fun, and like, y'all, I was dancing to this as I was listening to it. It just has such a cool sound to it. I think it's just the fun vibes in general, but something about it kind of brought me back to the 2010s in a way, just with how fun it was. Just something about it, I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about it just kind of brought me back to the 2010s pop music, which I think was a fantastic era for that genre. Along with the feeling of hope, I think there's also a certain power with everything. It's just, y'all, this is such a cool song. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. It has such a cool sound. I think Mike Taylor adds so much to it. I think he has such a cool voice. And unlike Pluto and Mike Taylor, I think they just make a phenomenal team, and I am so excited to see what they put out in the future. Yeah, so I will leave links to everything Black and Glow in the Dark in the description. Please go give these guys some love. Like I said, I think they're an incredible team, and I'm just very excited for what they put out in the future. And yeah, that's my opinion on Glow in the Dark. That's what's going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.